we do have breaking details coming into the newsroom in the trial of Karmelo Anthony. Putting this on your screen, Brooke Taylor, Fox News correspondent, saying the judge in the Karmelo Anthony trial just released evidence, including body camera footage showing the moments an officer took him into custody after the stabbing. Anthony is heard saying, quote, "He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me." We do have more details in this.
Now, right here, people were online trying to say this was like, oh, he supposedly had a cleat cleaner and all this other stuff. No, there's cleat cleaners that look almost similar to kind of a tactical knife. But this, even if you put this image in, it's it pops up as a tactical knife. And there's tactical knife like this right here. Looks just like a few of these, right? That's a tactical knife. We ain't stupid. Now, as far as him bringing a knife to school and being suspended for that, I mean, that's no big deal, whatever. Just bring a knife to school. But I've seen people bring knives to school because they bring, like, some of them bring their own lunches. They bring fruit and they cut the fruit and stuff with it and they still get in trouble. So that's whatever with that.
Including pictures of the murder weapon, the aftermath, and Anthony's.
But then people was like, why did he bring a knife to school? Was he being bullied? Did somebody threaten his life? Nobody knows.
Backpack. We are going to put those up on your screen here. Take a look. This is courtesy Collin County District Court, showing photos with evidence markers, the murder weapon, that blade. There is the scene of where.
Now, as far as the tents, if you've ever been to, like, let's say, like, football games, like high school football or whatever, right? Like the tents, it's when you're talking about track and field, people are under each other's tents from all different schools. Dudes are talking to girls, girls are talking to dudes. You might know somebody, you might have a cousin or relative. All the tents that I've seen, like I've been to a track meet before, like years ago, and everybody's under each other's tents. Nobody really stressing off of, this is our tent. Oh, you go to this school, whatever. You don't belong. Or maybe that has happened, but at the ones I've seen, nobody really cared. You go under a tent. Everybody go under a tent, whatever. People from different schools are around each other, under each other's tent. There's like no, like you can see, signifies it like Liberty, Red Hawks. Like you can see that tent, right? But under this tent right here, there will be a bunch of people from different schools under that tent, like just like conversating or whatever.
The stabbing took place, and his backpack, Karmelo Anthony's backpack.
Right now, here's the thing with the backpack. Supposedly somebody snatched away his backpack. I don't freaking know. I can wait till the full transcripts come out. But apparently they're also saying he had his hand in his backpack while he was saying, don't touch me or don't put your hands on me. Like put your hands on me and see what happened. That whole thing. They're saying he had his hand in his backpack while he was saying that and getting ready to pull the knife out of his backpack. Man, stuff is all over the place.
Right there. Now, the District Court also released surveillance video. You'll see on your screen here.
You can't see nothing.
Lit up orb in the top left-hand side of your screen.
Now, the actual footage is way longer, but even when you try to look the closest, you really can kind of see a little bit of movement, but you can't really see any. It's so blurry to the point that it's just like he runs out of the blur. And it's just like, okay, even you try to look back and look close, you can't really see anything. The whole time, I'm like, what? Now, sometimes in some of these cases, I guess however much money the city wants to invest in a case, I guess, I'm not sure. I'm guessing because of the fact that there's times to where footage is sent to the NFL and the NFL can enhance it because they have apparently like the best type of, whatever the hell they do, they're like the best at it. Like you pay the NFL some money, you send them to whatever footage you need enhanced and they'll do it. They have like the best cameras there or some shit. You know what I mean? So I remember about that happening in a few cases. There was one case where there was a license plate. There's some people that apparently like robbed a bank or ATM or something and they needed like the license plate, the video, they couldn't see it in the video, so they sent the footage to the NFL, they enhanced it, and they got the license plate number from that. So I guess they could do that here. I'm not sure what they're going to. I mean, there's an appeal going on, so yeah, I mean, he might file 2 or 3 appeals. There's one in the process right now, so see if those goes through. Who knows? It's going to take a few years.
That is Karmelo Anthony exiting the tent and walking along the sideline of that track field.
Walking where? Does this look like walking to y'all? Dude was booking it. Look at it. Like a regular Nintendo character. Look. Press A.
Anthony exiting the tent and walking along the sideline of that track field in Frisco, Texas.
He started walking.
You could see that video here released just
now he's
now by
jogging.
the Collin County District Court,
You know?
as he continues to walk along the perimeter.
And then people running over there. They saw somebody fall off the goddamn. You know, they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's running from there. He know exactly what happened. Like,
of that track field. Again, you could see the graphic on your screen of the orb that is highlighted Karmelo Anthony on that day in 2025. Now, just to remind you here, Karmelo Anthony was found guilty of murder for fatally stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at this 2025 track meet. He received a 35-year prison sentence.
Now, the thing is, people are saying there's no camera footage, no camera phones or nothing, but apparently somebody said their phone was out. They saw phones out, or somebody said they had a phone. People really got to wait for these transcripts, man, because people just saying anything. There's people that were actually in the courtroom that took notes that are apparently on TikTok switching things up from what they actually saw. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. But you have to wait and see for what the real transcripts come out of. And apparently they're saying, hey, these boys are known for bullying and things like that. I don't know. I don't know what's true and what's not true.
And just a reminder,
some things we do know is true, like that knife ain't no cleaner, nigga. That's a knife.
Here he faced anywhere from 5 to 99 years. Now, prosecutors labeled the fatal stadium staff.
Oh yeah, and about the phones, apparently they collected everybody's phone and they still didn't find anything unless somebody hid their phone. I don't know. I don't know.
Having a provoked, unjustified sneak attack inside that team tent that you saw moments ago. Again, this video here released.
I mean, was it a sneak attack? If he said, hey, don't touch me, and the dude like pushed him. Now, it was a sneak attack with a weapon. I guess he didn't know he was going to pull out a weapon on him. I would have thought, you know, what happened to all the fight stories? You would have pulled out a punch. I knocked him out in his jaw. You know what I mean? Like, whether you win or lose, we need more, like the fight. I'm not saying we need more fight stories. Of course, we don't want there to be fights, but in high school, you know, we was 10 on 10, 20 on 20, 30 on 50, like the big brawls outside the clubs, and we was like 18, 17. Oh, it was like 5 on 10. We was deep. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And all of a sudden now you get this dude's pulling out a knife. You hear stories like this in high school sometimes, and it's just like, damn, he crazy. He pull out a knife. Oh, that nigga ain't got no hands. He can't even fight. Oh, man. Niggas would start calling them names, calling them pussy, all types of shit. In high school, we heard of stories like this all the time, and we look at it a little bit more differently than how the adults are talking about it. People in high school, I'm not going to say they don't care, but they talk the way we talked about it. It was like, it wasn't as severe of a thing, but it's just like, oh, what happened with Adrian? Oh man, he stabbed Dion in the chest. Damn, for real, he did that? Why he do that? Man, they were supposed to fight and he just pulled. Damn, why he pull a knife where he can't fight? We was talking about it like that.
To the public today by the judge in the district court. Now, we do have full body camera video. We're going to play that out here for in full for you. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's the discretion? Did you show blood?
If somebody is shooting the victim, they need to be over there.
Under a memorial tent.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443, I got the suspects, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right, any weapons on you like that? I'll look here.
I don't know if there's any like previous beef between the two, or you know, they might have known about each other.
Y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Come over here. I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay? Dispatch 443. Everybody can slow down.
443.
I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now, detained.
Everyone else can slow down. Suspects detained in handcuffs.
Hold on. You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there.
He's thinking in his head, man, I probably killed him. Damn, I don't know. But who knows? He could have a certain demeanor. Then when you do something, they automatically start switching. They switch it up. Then he start being sorry. They start crying and stuff like that. You know, one of those things to where it's just like, you know, when a person wants to commit unaliving themselves or commit suicide or whatever, right? Killing themselves. And then before they do it. Apparently there was some research done. It's like before impact or whatever they do, they start regretting their decision right before, you know what I mean? There were like over 90% of cases of suicide, the person right before the actual, you know, the dying process, they start to go, oh, no. That's kind of
This is the alleged suspect.
kind of the same concept a little bit.
Okay. We'll figure that out. So nothing on your person at all?
No, sir.
Nothing?
No, sir.
Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing gonna stab me now?
No, sir.
Okay.
I have
I'm going to be out with this.
my phone.
Crazy.
All right, I'm gonna get a little personal there, okay? Just to make sure.
My car's right there.
Okay. Yeah.
You want me to get up now?
Go. All right. The victim's gonna be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics.
Jump a fence.
I think he was analyzing.
Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
What's happening right now? Victim is over here on the north end. They got staff standing to him right now. This is the alleged suspect. All right. Already? No. Already searched them. Got nothing
I
on
don't
him.
know what happened.
423. Check everything with that CPR process for a little bit.
Just by that tone right there, you know he knows. It's like, oh shit, come on, you probably killed the dude. You hit him right in the heart. I don't know if he had his hands in his bag and then somebody snatched the bag and threw the. I don't know. It's like if he threw the bag, he got his bag, but like everything's all over the place. The kids and we're talking just like high schoolers during their testimonies. They was up here giving stories like high schoolers do. That's what I meant by talking like high schoolers. You know, you play telephone, people switch the story. Jerome says something different. Terrell say something different. Ashley say something different. Marissa say something different than what Tony said. Like,
Crazy. Yeah, that's the wrong thing. Crazy.
Come on, side over here for side.
You want
It's up to you. It's up to you.
That's fine. This is closer.
Let me do one more little check of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You don't mind for reaching your pockets, anything like that? You good?
now, personally, from the whole framing in the situation, I thought he would get maybe like manslaughter, maybe 15 years max, or I know he'd get probation at like 17.5 years or something, 17 and a half years. He's eligible for probation. I think he's probably going to get out earlier than that, maybe. Or I don't know if he's going to do the whole 35, you know, judging by how this whole thing looks. I mean, I thought he would get like manslaughter, maybe get like 12 years or something like that, and then he can do certain programs in there. He'd be in a position to do programs that take 6 months off, 5 months off, another program take 3 months off, another 4 months off, another program take 6 months off, another program take 1 month off, and he ends up doing like maybe 7 or 8, maybe. I don't know. Just guessing. But he got the whole 35, so maybe 17 and a half, or maybe a little bit earlier, he'll get out, you know.
Wearing the one pair of pants?
No, I'm wearing some little underpants.
Oh, yeah. But those that it's not
Like,
pockets, these are
no,
all
ma'am, I
pockets.
don't think so.
What's your name, man?
Carmelo Anthony, Karmelo.
430, you show me out.
Okay.
Crazy.
Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
402, I'm on scene.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
Karmelo.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
He would have came back around the hood. Like, nigga, pulling a knife for it, man. That's how they treated him. Nigga, man, you know you ain't like that. You ain't like that. You not that type of person. What you doing pulling out a knife, killing people? You done fucked your whole life up, nigga. That's what we do. Not you, fool. Look at him showing some tough love. But I know he ain't living no hood. he live in the suburbs. I mean, he seemed to have an okay life. I mean, one of his parents is a step parent, and I mean, I don't know. It didn't seem like he really had a bad life. But you know, everybody has those moments to where they snap. Everybody has their red lines where they see red, and then all of a sudden it's just like it kind of goes in line with they say who the quiet guy is. Never talks to anybody like that. Never really has beef with anybody, but that's the same guy that'll shoot up the whole classroom. I'm not gonna say he's that type of person, but the premise, it does seem like it might be related to a line with kind of that. As far as bullying history, I mean, was he bullied in school? Did he, you know, was there something going on in school to where there was a story told about somebody and names were exchanged and his name got brought up to the other guy in pure beef? and they had a problem. It's like, oh, I heard about you. And it's like, wait, hold on. Is this the such and such? Oh, you telling me to get out the tent? Oh, this must be that one dude they said about such and such. Oh man, I got a problem with him. Or I know he don't like me. You ever know those situations to where the first time you encounter a person is somebody you heard about, that there was a story told about you to this person, and you heard that a person had beef with you, then you finally see the person and you see the dude, and this is like, oh, okay, our first encounter is this, like, what's up then? And all of a sudden somebody spark it off, boom, swinging, bang, it's always some fists flying. Usually, most of the time, these stories we heard about this stuff in high school is some fists flying before a knife is brought out. This time a knife was just straight up brought out and used. Like, god dang, what is you doing? Shit.
I don't know yet, man. Karmelo, C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
K-A-R.
M-E-L-O.
M-E-L-O. Karmelo. What's your last name?
Anthony.
A-N-T-H.
O-N-Y.
O-N-Y. Where are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
10th grade? You go to Emerson?
No, sir.
Where do you go? Centennial. Okay.
I'm in 12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. North Centennial. All right, sit tight for me real quick, bud, all right? All right. Let me run this guy real quick.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him at all.
Those moments there, Anthony being taken into custody. Brooke Taylor posting this on X. Judge John Roach tells me he released the evidence because, quote, I understand the public's desire to know what happened in the courtroom. The overwhelming focus on my ruling regarding the media in the courtroom was to protect the process, witnesses, and jury. Now that the trial is over, it is important to me to provide transparency. Again, no cameras in the courtroom for this trial. That was just about 1 week ago. Here on Live Now, we are going to take another commercial break this hour. My name's Alexandra Goldberg. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
For the most part, I can say, Anthony is still alive. He can eat, wake up, breathe, sleep, work out, get healthy. When he gets out, I just cut myself off. When he gets out, he's probably never going to work a regular job a day in his life. Like, he might not need to, for the fact that why I'm saying that is he's probably going to get out, tell his story. People are going to know what actually happened. People are going to remember him. He's probably going to write a book, probably do some podcasts, probably get paid a cool 6 figures. They're going to have money waiting for him when he gets, I don't know what he's going to do. He might become a therapist or something. He's going to have a lot of routes to go. He's going to be locked up for a very long time, but at the same time, when he gets out, he'll be fine. He'll be good. Hopefully, I think he's going to make it through jail just okay. Hopefully nothing crazy happens to the dude in there, where he's locked up right now. There was like some guy on TikTok that knows, that's been inside of the facility where he's locked up right now. He said the type of people that's in there is like old people that are waiting to die or something like that. They said where he's at, somebody's going to talk on the phone with his peoples, and they're going to make sure he's okay. Kind of having some type of protection or people to look out for him in there, but who knows? So everybody out there, be safe and be cool. Matter of fact, I actually talked to some, like, my nephew's super young, and there were like some kids talking about this whole situation. The way they talked about it, they were talking about it the same way as kind of would describe high school was talking about it earlier. They were just like, yeah, we see all these old ass grandpas and aunties talking about this situation. It's like, shut up. We've heard of this situation before. Be quiet. Like, shut up. These old people. They were like laughing at it. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, this is kind of serious situation. Like, what the fuck are we? They just hated old people talking about the situation. They were just like, we heard about this stuff happening all the time. It's just like people should have fought the guy that had a knife. He's just a big pussy. He should have just punched him. I don't care if he told him to put his hands on him or nothing. You're supposed to knock him out, not kill the guy. Gosh, what a dick. That's what these kids were saying, these high schoolers. I was like, shit. Damn. You know what I mean? And yes, as far as the court proceedings, it did seem like he got railroaded. The jury pool had 6 black people in there. They picked 3, then struck the 3 out, and you could look at why that happened. Then I think everybody on the jury was white, but they said they had 1 Asian person, 1 Middle Eastern person, and 1 Hispanic person or something like that. Something of the nature of those sorts. The case was really weird. His lawyer that he had, they said it was a public defender with a lawyer aide, but he had some defense that wasn't really too good. I mean, the defense he had apparently was ranked top 5 defense in Texas or something, or just in that area or whatever. And I think the specific person he had on his team was known. People brought up like Yella Beezy. Oh, Yella Beezy. And he's, had some celebrities in some big cases. He said, for this particular case, I don't know if this was the best person to have. People were making it seem like the parents didn't even care about him that much. Like they didn't put enough effort forward. Like all the money they had in the GoFundMe, it was like $600,000, $700,000. All that got spent. The money's running low. They didn't spend enough of it on this case. They should have dedicated more money to this case. And they say the defense was lazy. The parents were lazy about it. You know what I mean? It seemed like he got railroaded and they just didn't care. It's just like, God damn, like this kid just got done dirty. You know what I mean? As far as court wise. You know, to get him less, I'm not expecting him to get no time. I just didn't think he would get 35 years. Like I said earlier, from the whole framing of it, you'll look at it and be like, oh, he's probably going to get like 10, 11, you know, they got to have intent and all this other stuff. And seeing what went on inside the courtroom, it's only a matter of time till we see the full transcripts. So transcripts of everything that happened. So we can put 2 and 2 together and learn the 2 and 2s in those transcripts that don't even go together, the stuff that didn't make sense, the stuff that did make sense, how they proved intent. You know what I mean? You didn't get the why he didn't get the manslaughter charge and got the murder. You know, people were looking at, oh, is he going to get capital murder or murder 1 or manslaughter? People were hoping for manslaughter. Didn't happen that way. Damn, it's crazy. Yeah. So, yep. I guess both the families are in everybody's prayers. You know, and Karmelo, I can say this. I know his books are going to be full. People are going to fill up them books. Make sure he's eating good in there. He can see his family from whatever visiting hours they have. He can see his dad, see his mom, see friends, you know, stuff like he's going to get it. I think people in the public they're going to try to make him as comfortable as he can be in there, as far as, you know, still connect to him with the outside world and not, you know, hey, this is an update every year. There's probably going to be an updated picture of him. You know, let everybody know he's doing good or whatever. There's probably going to be some audio. Maybe somebody's going to get him on a podcast to do an audio interview of what he felt in that situation, what exactly happened. And we're going to have to take his word for it. I'm pretty sure he's going to be in jail, so he's going to be as truthful as he can. There's nothing else for him to do in that bitch but just work out and eat healthy and maybe take some classes or whatever programs are offered to him to try to shave some time off if that's available for him in the facility he's in. As far as his charges, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get those privileges. He's probably going to have to do the whole 17.5 unless some appeals go through beforehand. But yeah, that's it.